Well, I guess it's time to make an update video on the driving physics, since I bashed it so hard a couple of months ago. Gran Turismo 7. The game that had a rocky start and had some questionable physics for the road-going cars for a long time, finally addressed one of its core issues since launch. The driving physics. For God's sakes, finally, you know? Cars that used to feel horrible to drive, cars that I would never want to touch, actually are fun. You know, it's kind of hard to believe that, you know, in a driving game, I can drive cars, like, and enjoy it. Isn't that insane? Okay, so, Gran Turismo Update 1.31 completely changed all the handling characteristics in Gran Turismo 7. The physics in the game have been changed so much that it almost feels completely different to drive some cars. One of the best examples of how a car was changed that feels entirely different from the launch version of the game, or even from the last physics update, which was horrible, was the circuit experience right here on Deep Forest. This car, though I don't have it recorded, would slide out so horribly and not stick to the track if you give it like a lot of gas, right? And the problem with that being, see, they even reset all the leaderboards with that. Anyways, getting off track here, the problem with that being is that stuff like this would be near impossible without a steering wheel. I only have a gamepad, so since I only have a gamepad, it was really hard to get the car to turn the way and manipulate it in a way to where it wouldn't slide out. But after this update, this car feels like a completely different vehicle. So if I head in here and turn, like, I don't know, like, maybe you guys can see it. I'm giving it full throttle. You can see right there in the right on the HUD. My throttle. Full throttle, and I'm not spinning out. Would have never happened before this update. Before this update came out, this car, this S13, has a BRZ engine swap. And this car pushes 1,000 horsepower, and it would just slide out on Traction Control 3. But now, it just handles fine, like any other car. Actually handle sort of like, you know, a car should in a driving game, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, the new physics changes are very welcome. And if they roll them back, like I was saying this last night to my friends, like, I would have lost all hope for this game if they ever changed the physics from what we have now. Because right now, this is probably the best that cars have ever handled in this game. I guess at the end of the day, I'm wondering why it took so long, man. Like, this should have been here 6 months ago. This should have been right. Because at this point, the physics feel akin to like Gran Turismo Sport now. They feel better in the sense that the cars can be manipulated a lot more than in Gran Turismo Sport. But at the same time, it took this game a whole year to get physics better than Gran Turismo Sport. Even though at the end of the day, the physics in Gran Turismo Sport were very basic. And that's what's leaving me wondering. It's like, why would it take so long? I realize, you know, polyphony's not as big, or actually, let me look that up real quick. Okay, so Polyphony has around 300 employees. Not small, but not big either for a AAA studio. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know. I guess I was just expecting Gran Turismo to be better off instead of taking a year to really flesh out, you know, the basic necessities for a driving game. Anyways, like I was saying, with this update in particular, I'm just happy with the physics changes. Cars feel so much better. The weight transfer is good again. The physics model is just changed for the best. Well, if you made it this far through my rambling, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.